All right. We're back with another stream. Tonight I'm going to do some of the dailies, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that. There's a lot of things I do need to do. I need to do a wave defense, but they were broke yesterday. It's getting to the point where I'm tired of having to put in tickets for those. But I've got my Sorrentos here in 71 space. We're going to do our dailies, and the crew I'm going to use Janeway, Doctor, and Sutter. Those are the normal ones I'm going to use. But this morning we were looking at the Kirk brothers. So I'm going to give the Kirk brothers a try on my Kretschner and give them the Sorrentos boost and see if they hold up or as good as the Janeway. The reason why I'm saying this because Janeway's captain ability actually works against it, but her officer ability is what's carrying the day for that. But here, if I use if I'm using the Kirk brothers, it's all mitigation, weapon damage, and then we've got critical damage. So, see, the thing is, these new hostiles they got, all of our apex, barrier, and oscillatic damage stuff is out the window. They're just too strong. They got too much apex barrier. Even when I use like my vengeance on there, it barely puts enough oscillatic damage to get past the protection that these hostiles have. And so what you're going to have to do is come up with builds that's using some of the old school stuff. Now I'm going to keep Quasi because he does have Apex Shred. And I believe the Apex Shred, even when I was using Giorgio on the side, I think it was on the crew that I've got on YouTube right now. I need to shoot a new video. I meant to do it yesterday, but I wasn't feeling well. So, who I got below? Quasi. Him for the oscillatic defense because it's going to throw oscillatic at you. You better believe. I've got Brianna. Regular Hugh or Borg Hugh, Pick Hugh, Kim, and Troy. So we're going to try the Kirk brothers here. And we're going to go ahead and jump to speed it up some. Okay, so we're going to get our Sorrentos boost, or buff. Okay. Now this Sorrentos has got a new life now. I barely used it before I went up here. Barely used it at all. Now I use it every day. Either for these or for the Vengeance event. It's a very valuable ship in my fleet now. To where it barely got ever taken out of the hangar before. Okay, this looks like it's taking more hull damage though. I don't think it's going to end up being better. It's going to be workable, especially if you don't have your, well, I guess if you don't have your Janeway up, you probably wouldn't have the Kirk brothers high either. But in case you do, then this is a viable crew for sure. The question is it going to be the best crew? And we'll count them up when we get it. Well, we got to counter with the dailies. And this is all this is about is getting daily. I need to get at least 50 on a hull, which With the Sorrento's boost, with Janeway's crew, I can do that easily. I don't think I'm anyway going to get. I think we're going to be lucky to get 20. Lucky to get 20. But it's worth a shot. You know, the first couple shots look promising. But what's a Fed one? I'm trying to only hit ROM ships because they give me the most reputation. As soon as I get on here, I get sleepy again. I've been getting sleepy. Grinding. I don't know why. Maybe you got 2 more. Might die on this one. Okay, let's see how many we got. We can look through our dailies here. Okay, so let's see. That one. That one. Okay, we got that one done. We're not doing the Federation one. So it'll tell me how many I got. 14. That's not very good. Not even close to what the Janeway crew did. Okay, so let's change that. We're gonna go, but I mean it's a doable crew, but it's just not as good, nowhere good as the Janeway one, which doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I'm getting low on Sorrentos. Oh shit. Well, that's in my, yeah, I sent my Sorrentos by accident. Well, it sends it back fast though. Alright. I'm not gonna need it. Stop that. Whoops. Yeah, I hit a Explorer. That's going to give me more hull damage. I gotta send that one back. I'm gonna relieve my big Greshnar, and I'm gonna put my smaller Greshnar there and bring it back. I'll send it back where it was before. Kick the music off. Put it on. See how high he's been. He's a big time player. I think mine's bigger than his. I'm surprised about that. He spends way more in the game than I did. I figured his to be. See what tier his is. I'm just curious. He's tier 6. Mine's tier 7. But I lucked out on mine. I won't lie to you. I happened to do it when some of the ones that were really wanting it, I got the lull in between. When people could figure out you could just get it by you getting the milestones. To get people slugging the crap out on the, the leaderboard event. In the very first week, I finished the milestone event and got 8. And that got me like a third of the way to get to the vengeance. And then I said, well, you know what, if I do, forgot how many I figured out. I think it was 3 more SMSs, and if I placed any on any of those weeks, I would have had it. But the second week I did it, I finished the SMS, and I was leading the most of the way, and I go, you gotta be kidding me. And then, I guess it was the morning that the before the event ended, 2 guys went and slugged it out. Scared off anybody else trying to go anymore, so I bought 2 more Syndicate XP packs, and that put me in 3rd place. So I basically stole 3rd place by not doing very much more than what I needed to do for the milestone event. And then the next week is when we got screwed. That was when they introduced the squaw in, and they based the event off your squaw. So finishing the milestone event meant you had to take your squaw at least to the second to the last tier. If you did what I did and use the refinery to get parts in between the ones where they did give you parts. They didn't give you one on everyone, but I made every draw I could. Most of the people had to tear theirs out and then buy research packs to make up to once they tiered out. But see, the problem was is I got to save. I saved a ton of money by just going ahead and making the pools. So once I made the pools, let's see if I can find another ROM. Here we go. So once I made the pools, it allowed me to get it within like the second to the last tier with like 1 or 2 upgrades, and my squaw was finished by the end of the arc though, from making pulls in the refinery. So basically, and if any of you've seen it, my squaw beat the entire server by itself. I was still when I was a one-man alliance at that point. Okay, let's see, where is that at? There's a ROM. Got to be close to the milestone. Let's see. Yeah, one more. Did I get the? Where's the Klingon one at? Here, down here. So, yeah, I already got it. So we got both of these. And see, the key thing of this, this gives you the surge ones. You get 25 each time you finish this daily. So that's key every day to at least do this one. And the thing is, you got to kill hostiles in the Veil. That's the prerequisite. The other Harbinger hostile, you can kill any hostile that level, being any kind of hostile that. So you could go up into, say if it was 70, you could take your cube, go hit some augment 70s, and it would count. But this one here, it's got to be in the Veil. That's the key point. And then you get some decent amount. No, I won't say decent. You get some. You get some parts. You get 15-minute speed up, which is nice. And you get these Veil shards, which opens up I keep saying the purge, the surge. So basically, you need to come up here every night and at least finish this one, even if you can't finish the single, like I just did with both of the low one and the high one. You just go up there and hit 50 hostiles total of 71, and you're good. You're golden. Or 71 or higher, actually. So we're going to go ahead and pull that. All right, so now this leaves me. So at night, I don't pull the Federation one for one reason. It gives me 10.5 billion negative reputation. So I go in here and I only pull the Klingon one. I just let this thing roll over to the next day. Anything that's not Klingon, I'm not doing it because it's going to hurt me rep-wise. So we got that one done. So let's see how close we are. I'm not going to take any chances. So I'm going to bring the little Greshnar up here. Put it right beside this one. When these get close to OPC, I'll just send them home, and I'm going to put them in the part of 71 space, but on my server where there's a lot more nodes available. Because the 70s and 71s have kind of made it known on our server that if you're not 70 or 71, you don't belong in 71 plus space. Because there isn't enough nodes in our space either. If mid 60 players decide they want to come up there and mine, there's just not enough nodes up there. You hate to be that way. Now, if some of the schemers on my server would have had it that way, they would have done that with 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star when it came out. Because I'm on a server of farmers, and this damn mining shit is some of the most important things that they do. And I kind of put my foot down on that and said, no, if a guy can get his ship there, he ought to be able to mine, because there's many systems. See, up here there are 9 total that I can see. Some of the space has not been revealed yet, but right now, if I put on the mining thing, you're gonna see you've got. Okay, I need to send my Kretschner home. So you've got. Why is it not showing it on here? Oh, it's got the default on there. Okay, so you got this in the 71 space. You got this in the 72 space, and there's also 3 here in the 73 space. I went up. I didn't go all the way up. This one's probably crystal because none of my mining ships. Oh no, here's the crystal. None of my mining ships can get here. Even my disco can't get here. So the only thing I can get there is my warships, and there's no use for me to take my warships up there. So yeah, the nodes are pretty. With as many people that went to 71, there's not enough space up here. I mean, I got really lucky today to be able to get 3 nodes for my crystal. You can see they're not in the same place. They've got 2 over here and 1 over here. But if you go in here and you see guys waiting for ones to open up. You see all these mining ships that are just floating. Let's find something. There's usually a bunch of them floating. They might have, well, these guys grinding in here, they may have left because there's been some a-holes up here killing floating ships. So they may have left, but usually there's at least 2 or 3 guys trying to wait for nodes to open up. But as soon as my little Greshnar gets here, I'm gonna send the big one home. Let that one mine on it for a little bit, then I'm gonna send the big one back. And I'm gonna leave that one on there. But as soon as these other 2 get close to OPC, I'm gonna send them back. That should give me enough for my daily. We're close to it. Yeah, a while ago I had 3 ships. They were sitting there waiting to see if I was going to leave. But I guess they got, oh, there's one right there. He's sitting here putting on the ad. He's afraid one of these guys that are grinding will decide to go up here and hit some ships. Now, I do have a surprise that's going to happen here in a minute. We're going to see if our buddy's still up here. Oh, he left. Damn it. He left. Oh, or he got popped. He was OPC up here. Let's make sure I'm not looking at the wrong one. I thought it was in this space. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, this guy's going OPC hunting. He must have seen a ship that's... He probably popped in before I could. Damn it. I don't see anybody OPC though. He must be waiting for people to go over. There was a guy on our server that I've been trying to get forced out of the game. He was up here on this node here and this one down here. But he had about 300,000 OPC, so I was gonna wait until I moved, like right now. I was gonna take and put my junker in here and come there and get it. It looks like somebody beat me to it. Go to 72. There he goes. He found somebody OPC. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, he's sitting there popping OPC now. He probably come and got. What's his name? Did he get one for himself? Let's see. Nope, he didn't. So there's a. That's got. He guarding his own. No, he used his disco. Yeah, he used the disco to get it around. Repair. Okay, my Geshnor's there. So he probably went into another system. Okay, so let's send the Geshnor home. Yeah, we'll put our little Geshnor on there. Let's see, that probably was enough to probably crush the event. Okay, that's mine. Okay, let's see. They may not even count. They may not even put it in this new one. I don't care if they did or didn't. It's not an event that really has much for us. Yeah, see, it didn't even count my G7. That's a hunk of crap. I think about halfway there. I haven't looked in a while. Yeah, not quite halfway there. Again, I'm going to pull the prints. I'm going to put it put it in the hangar. I mean, put it up here and wait until if I ever need it for an event to like for parts and crap. But far as making it, I'm not gonna make it unless there's something like that. Or they start bringing the scrapping does come in next month, like a lot of people are. I don't know where they've gotten this idea, but it's a big rumor that's going around everywhere that scrapping's coming next month. Even though earlier the CEO guy said it wasn't going to happen until next year, and he wouldn't even put a timetable on when it was next year. But the big rumor is that the scrapping will come next month in November's arc. I'll see it when I believe it. But if that's the case, then I can make it, no problem, because I'll be scrapping a ship. I'll be scrapping the ship for the next 6 months. I mean, I've got so many epic 60 ships. It's probably gonna keep me busy for months. Let's go here. So I'm going to keep one of each of these ships. I'm going to keep one Rotaran, one Enterprise E. The Derridex is gone. It's a shitty ship, and I just made it because I needed it for a leaderboard event. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Enterprise D. So I'm going to keep one. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Rotarans. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Deridexes. I may keep one cozy, but I got 1, 2 cozies. I'm gonna scrap all my Sanctuses. They're gone. I'm gonna keep keep this one, scrap the other one. All these, what is it? Corvus, both of those are gone. I'm gonna scrap both of those. And if they let you do your Selkies or Novas, those are all gone too. And I'll probably scrap that ship. Yeah, all these Novas, every one of them are gone. So that was something he did say that he was wanting to do too, to give us a chance to get rid of, I hope they let us get rid of an amalgam. I've got 3, I can get rid of 2 easily. I'll never need, now I've got the scavenger ability on the 67 ships. I mean the 68. The amalgam does a little bit better with the FT, but I would put the FT on, tier up one of those 68 miners a little bit higher and put the FT on it, and it'd probably even it out. So to me, you only really need 2 or 3, and it doesn't. To me, I'll keep one amalgam, and then use 2 of my 68 ships if I have to do any warp mining. I'm more warp ready. So I'll get rid of 2 of my amalgams. But yeah, if that happens, like I said, there'll be a ship in the oven scrapping for 6 months probably before I run out of stuff I need to get rid of. And it'll be nice. That way I can go back to doing what I was doing with my leaderboard events. Okay, let's go. I think this is where it was. Yeah. We're going to send this one right back. I'm going to go ahead and jump. I'm going to take it right back. Put it right on the edge. And I'm going to tell the little Greshnar to come home. This big Greshnar come up and get mine. Alright. And now I've got to watch these others for OPC. Getting close to that one. Got some little bit of waves in that one. But should have gave me at least one of the milestones from the mining. And you get a decent amount of reputation, also get the new faction credits. Yeah, that's right, the new faction credits. The old ones won't work on the G7 ship. They've got Sigma credits. When this gets back, I'm going to send it back into this gas system. Go back to mining where it was. I think I had one. Yeah, I'll send it to this node here. And I'm probably going to send the other two. I'm going to split it between. I'll probably need more gas. I'll put one more in gas and one more in ore. But the thing is, I won't be able to collect the daily for it because it'll affect my reputation. But one of the things we can do is we can run some of these missions. And I need one more of those data things, and what do you know? One of these actually pays that out. Is part of the. So we'll end up getting. I don't know why it's giving you the old faction credits and not the new. I'll probably need to ask. Go in there and just say, ask them why is that the case? Because it's giving us credits that we can't spend. I don't know, man. I'm getting really sleepy for some reason. I think I'm gonna go ahead and when this thing gets back, I'm gonna cut it really short tonight. I wanted to stay on here for a while, but I think I'm gonna go lay down and sleep. Maybe come on in the morning. I'm tired for some reason. Oh, I haven't been feeling good the last couple of days. I've got sinus stuff going on. When I want to sleep, I can't, and when I don't want to, I'm sleepy. But when I got off stream this morning, I stayed awake for about another hour, and I went to sleep, and I didn't wake up until like 5 something. So I got plenty of sleep earlier today. Just I'm really tired for some reason. I was gonna stay up until like 4. What time is it now? Like midnight? So I've barely been on here an hour. Let's see, have I been? No, I've been up here for 39 minutes. This would be one of the shorter streams I've ever done. Oh, I take that back. There was one time where the game was broke. And that was on like 10 minutes. And yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut it short tonight. I'll be on in the morning. I'll see you later.